be fulfilled. The Jama'at that attains superiority will emerge distinct from the others. What is that superiority that Allah the Almighty wants to give to the Jama'at of the Prophet Messiah alayhi salatu wasalam? The superiority is the blessing of Khilafat. The blessing of Khilafat is such a bounty that today the Muslim Ummah desperately feels the need for it. Columns in the papers in Muslim countries are filled with the fact that the survival of the Muslim Ummah is related to Khilafat, and that all Muslim countries should try collectively to establish it. But they do not know that the bounty of Khilafat is God-given and cannot be obtained by human efforts. In this age, if any Jama'at has been promised the establishment of Khilafat, then it is the Jama'at of the Prophet Messiah alayhi salatu wasalam. Therefore, after having made an oath of allegiance to the Prophet Messiah alayhi salatu wasalam, it is the responsibility of every Ahmadi today to stand up to defend this bounty and attend to those matters that are conditional to it. The Prophet Messiah ﷺ has made the purification of the self a precondition for its supremacy. Furthermore, the purification of the self is obtained by strengthening faith and performing good deeds. Allah the Almighty says in the Holy Quran, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا. He indeed truly prospers who purifies it. However, any Ahmadi who performs the Bai'at at the hand of the Prophet Messiah ﷺ with a purpose in view cannot attain that purpose without purifying himself, without strengthening his faith, and without paying attention to the performance of the good deeds which had been ordained by God to a pure soul. Those deeds that lead to purification of the soul and to salvation from the temptations of the self that incites to evil. When this condition is attained by the people, Allah's promise of the bounties of Khilafat will be for them. The Prophet Messiah ﷺ said that mere words and knowledge will bring you nothing if you are not mindful of your deeds. Whether someone is able to counter an opponent in a debate or can prove the death of Jesus Christ ﷺ, or can deliver a solid speech on a knowledgeable subject, such knowledge is hollow if it does not bring any practical benefit to man. If a scholar's arrogance prevents him from accepting the Prophet Messiah ﷺ, that knowledge of his will lead to an abyss of darkness. If any knowledge prevents obedience to Khilafat, then such knowledge deprives one from bounty of Allah, the Almighty, and leaves one bereft of the blessings of Khilafat. The history of Ahmadiyyat bears testimony to the fact that those who considered themselves to be scholars 94 years ago, their condition after the split from Khilafat is pitiable today. Therefore, to become the recipient of this bounty, it is necessary to purify the self. It is necessary to act upon the commandments of Allah, the Almighty. It is necessary to fulfill those conditions that must be fulfilled by those to whom the promise of Khilafat has been made and who have been mentioned in the Holy Quran. The Ayat-e-Istikhlaf is frequently referred to in the Ahmadiyya Jama'at. For some years now, we have been hearing part of it on MTA from time to time. It is highlighted with reference to the Khilafat Jubilee in every Jama'at, periodical and in every function. But is it enough that we read about it and that those who have the habit of reflecting, seeing the benefits that are being showered upon the Ahmadiyya Jama'at, should simply be pleased at seeing its practical fulfillment? If that be so, then remember, this was not the purpose of the advent of the Prophet Messiah ﷺ, nor was it the purpose of the establishment of Khilafat, nor is it the purpose of those who have claimed to be closely connected to Khilafat, nor indeed should it be so. Who are the real beneficiaries? The ones who truly value this bounty. Details of this subject are given in Surah Al-Nur, but the brief condition of the true beneficiaries of this bounty referred to in the above mentioned verse is that they should be absolute in faith and perform good deeds, and as a result, Allah the Almighty will strengthen them. He will improve their spiritual, religious, and practical conditions, because a believer does not come to a standstill at any one spot. Marching under the banner of Khilafat, you will attain success. The prayers of the Jama'at and the Khalifa will bring about a change and peace and security in exchange for fear. As a result of the blessings of Khilafat, the Jama'at will become a solid foundation. Whoever confronts it will be smashed to pieces. When we look at the 100 years history of the Ahmadiyya Jama'at today, we find this promise of God Almighty being fulfilled in a glorious manner.